What was Greg Gard like when you were in college?
Um, so Coach Gard actually recruited me.
Okay.
So he was the guy who recruited me. Him and Howard Moore, Howard Moore came up to Minnesota like twice, but Greg Gard was really the guy who really recruited me. And for me, it's funny. Like everybody, like Coach Gard definitely told it to you pretty straight. He always had, if he came to games, he would always talk to me after games, and then he would always tell me I need to pump fake more. It's like, you need to pump fake more.
You hit like 5 against Ohio State in one of your biggest shots of your career.
Yeah, no, it was more underneath the rim and stuff like that, and he was correct on some stuff. It wasn't, but he always, even though he was recruiting me, he still coached me while he was recruiting me. So I was like, okay, cool, that sounds good. And it's funny because some people talk about, I had this great relationship with recruiters, and this coach made me feel the most comfortable. And like, when I was getting recruited, I was like, I think I made one thing I think I put too much onus on was wanting to win. But like, and I was like, man, like these dudes just win like all the time. And I just want to win. And in a hindsight, it was great. We won a lot of games. But if I would have been able to talk to myself as an 18-year-old kid, I'd be like, yes, you can go find a place to win, but you also need to remember what your ultimate goal is, right? My ultimate goal was to go make money doing this game. So, had I chose a maybe smaller school where I was a bigger fish, yep. If I would have chose a smaller school where I was a maybe bigger a fish, maybe could have helped my professional career. But I also don't know that. Like, I also played on the biggest stage, so I got those really cool experiences, and we won. Like that was like the ultimate selling point for me going to Wisconsin. Was like, it's relatively close to home. Madison's an amazing city. The university is good, and bro, we're gonna win. Like, we are going to win. I knew when I went there, I was like, oh, we're gonna win. Like, we got a squad. We're good. So for me, that was one of the more important things for me. But I know going through it now, I look back and be like, okay, you won a lot of games. Could you have done something different? But I will not trade that for anything. And like Coach Gard as a person, he's cool. Like he's a pretty, it's a little interesting. You have a different relationship with your assistant coach than you do your head coach, because Coach Ryan was still there. So, he was clearly the lead assistant. He always got way too excited for the Michigan State scout. Every time we played Michigan State, he was, Coach Gard's got the scout. All right, sounds great. Like, I guess we got to beat Michigan State. So, which we never did. We never beat Michigan State in Michigan State all 4 years. It's the only place I never won. But yeah, other than that, I mean, he's a relatively calm guy. Like, he get fiery. He's a good coach in terms of he knows his X's and O's. He works super hard. I don't have a relationship with him since I left college. But I do know that, everybody who's been around the program says he's doing the things that were successful with Coach Ryan. He kind of stole the things that he really liked from Coach Ryan and created his own path and his own style of coaching with some of the, off the basis and the principles of what Coach Ryan had taught him. And as you can see, it's been extremely successful. Like, there's no doubt he's in the tournament all the time. I still think Wisconsin goes to the tournament more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Haven't won that big one yet, but man, they've been in the tournament a lot.
Yeah. This upcoming roster, it could be the year, and I think people are getting a little antsy. But yeah, he had a wonderful year last year. They were solid the year before, but yeah, no, I think this roster could be the roster to do it. But yeah, as we were doing this interview, my brain and the gears in my brain were kind of turning, and I was thinking about different angles moving forward and things we could talk about and stuff like that. So I'm going to save some stuff for the future. Stay tuned moving forward. Mike, thank you very much for coming back on the show, and looking forward to staying connected and talking more in the future.
All right, sounds good, man. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night.